Our Almighty God, Creator of heaven and earth, Father and lover of our soul, you sit on your throne of mercy and rule with your love and faithfulness. You are full of grace. We acknowledge your presence in our lives. Nothing is hidden in your eyes, even our challenges and struggles in life. We come to you with faith. We ask not only for our daily spiritual bread, but to seek your forgiveness and undeserving favor to heal our land, our family members, our friends and neighbors, even our enemies with COVID-19 and other diseases. Holy Spirit, help us to deepen our faith and see the opportunity to believe, obey, and worship. As we face this pandemic, you are Lord and God. Encourage us and change our hearts, not to fear, but to be full of hope and find ourselves praying and meditating your word. We believe no works of the enemy prosper to your children. Abba, Father, we believe that your Son Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. He is the truth and our salvation. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and most of all, not our will, but thy will be done. We pray this in Jesus' name, the name above all names, who was and is to come. Amen.
The views and opinions of the producers, hosts, and guests in the show do not directly reflect the official stand and policies of the management, the network, and the company. Welcome to the program that amplifies and builds power in its network, linking you and your company to business communities while highlighting your persona, products, practice. Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network, now on its Season 2, hosted by Organizational Development Network Champion Madrigal Sandalo, Direct Selling Sensei Jojo Baraquias, and Asean EduTech Leader Dr. Alex Reyes, with the founding anchor, business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas. Brought to you by Direct Selling Association of the Philippines, Unionbank-Globallinker, Asean Youth Organization, and Rotary Club of Alabang Madrigal Business Park, engaging you with CEO talks, community mind, feature shops, and the variety of them. Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network, Power Drop, your network here to talk.
Happy New Year, Business Philippines! First day ng 2022. Welcome to the 24th season of Talk.Shop.Asia, the Philippines' longest-running digital business show. And we're now on our 6th year. This program has transformed from a business show to be a program builder, community network, event organizer, digital media producer, all in one program. This is Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network Episode 9, representing the Power Group 9. This is Maricar Sandalo, and with me today, sa unang araw ng 2022, ang ating mga anchors ng ating direct selling sensei, Jojo Baraquias.
Happy New Year, Maricar! Good more earnings for 2022. And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Talk.Shop.Asia again, Season 24 and the second season of Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. Nice to be back, definitely. We ought to give you more powerful features, more powerful group mix, who shall spearhead information for engagement, collaboration, and partnerships. By the way, we are airing in 3 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Kumu, and in 3 major channels: Talk.Shop.Asia, our home studio, Big Media, and the online channel 31, Best TV 31.
And Jojo, kasama rin natin today. New Year na New Year, ang ating ASEAN EduTech leader, Dr. Alex Reyes.
Yes, maayong hapon Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Happy New Year, happy 2022. And of course, hello Maricar and Jojo. I'd like to give a special shout out syempre sa ating ASEAN Youth Organization Philippines Country Director, Justin Hogushon. And of course, hello to my Shiro, my mother. And happy anniversary to my sister, Billy and Ryan. And of course, hello to Zach and Sky. And of course, to my friend, Aru.
Ayan, okay. So kaya today, sabi nga ni Google, ang color of the year ay very peri. Kaya naka-very peri tayo today. O, di ba? Pero Jojo,
Ganun ba?
Dr. Alex, oh yeah, they said it's very peri for 2022. Ayan, so, kamusta naman yung week natin, Jojo?
Well, I have been vacationing before Christmas and after Christmas, but still
Ay,
very busy with our own small business. No? Ang JJ's Pizza at saka Your Daily Bread.
Oo, maraming orders siguro talaga from Christmas hanggang ngayong New Year.
Siyempre.
Oo.
Pati nga yung Juliana's Catering namin, yung Juliana's Comfort Food. Halos di na kami natutulog.
Oo. Diyos ko, karamihan ng mga tao ngayon, mga ayaw na mag-prepare. Mas madali kayang mag-book na lang.
That's correct.
True. Dr. Alex, ikaw naman, kamusta naman yung week natin?
Ang week ko, medyo very busy, no? Kasi, syempre pa-end na ng year. So, maraming tumatawag sa akin na mga CEO ng mga, syempre, international kasi they want to tie up with Yes Tech, no? And bring the platform to their country. So, yun yung exciting na part. And the other thing also is meron din akong parang CEO group na maglo-launch sa Dubai, which i-invite ko naman si Rolly doon at saka si Jojo as parang mga CEOs ng kanilang mga businesses. So, pag-usapan namin yan later. So, meron kami mga exciting things that will be going on very soon.
Okay. Talagang big bang for 2022. Ang ganda. Pero today, I believe, napaka-exciting din ng ating mga guests ngayong araw. Jojo, sino yung makakausap natin today?
Well, we have for ASEAN Youth Organization, the co-founder of ASEAN Youth, si Jaren Tio. So, ano ba to? 10 years of experience since 2011. And the foundation was established in Jakarta. At saka marami siyang contributions at marami siyang na-reach na tao. Just imagine the J-Ren, no? Wanted to reach 1 billion people. 1 billion young people. That's a great target, ha? 1 billion.
Yeah. Tsaka yung mga kabataan talaga ngayon, Jojo, no? Talagang you will see in them that they really wanted to contribute din talaga sa changes.
Of
They're starting it
course.
already. Yan yung maganda. Dr. Alex, from your end, sino yung ating magiging guest for today?
Okay, so we have naman Onyas. It is an emerging food brand that caters to the Filipino taste buds. Their flagship product is Lumpiang Sariwa. It promises a unique customer experience through its step-by-step process of letting you choose your wrapper and sauce. So medyo interactive siya, no, as a food customer. Onya's Lumpia with a twist comes from an original heirloom recipe passed on to Onya by her mother from generations of classic Bulaqueña cooking. From wrapper to sauce, Onyas brings you a meticulously done delicacy with so much love. Plus, it's made very affordable for everyone to enjoy. And of course, we also have Nanda's vegetarian food products. It is healthy, delicious, and it is your alternative for meat. It is plant-based, vegetarian/vegan frozen foods by Nanda. So yun yung ating ipapakita na products later. So I'm very excited, no?
Okay. Oo
Over
nga.
to you.
Magugutom na naman tayo dyan. And may pahabol pa tayo. For our power duo, we will be interviewing the power duo of Ima Gawayaki. Ayan. This is a Japanese dessert often found at Japanese festival as well as outside Japan. It can also be found in Taiwan. It is made of batter in a special pan, para siyang similar to waffle, but without the honeycomb pattern, and filled with sweet azuki bean paste. Although it is becoming increasingly popular to use a wider variety of fillings such as vanilla custard, different fruit custards, and curry, different meat and vegetable fillings. Ito. So, we will be hearing from the power duo of Ima Gawayaki. Ayan. O, di ba? Di ba, Jojo? Parang medyo nagtatang twist na rin ako.
Imagawayaki. You have to
Ima
practice it.
Gawayaki.
Oh,
Ima
palagay ko,
Gawayaki.
ang dahilan why I can pronounce it very fluently or right was because I was able to eat 3 different flavors in one
Kaya,
sitting.
kaya naman pala.
Yeah, imagawayaki. Yeah, yan ang
So,
secret.
kailangan lang kumain ako ng 3 para...
Yes.
Okay, so wag na natin patagalin pa. We want to meet our guest for today. So we will be back after this break.
We'll be back shortly. This is Talk Shop Asia Power Network Season 2. Only here on Big Media.
Here now is the program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erica Mizon, together with her fellow millennials, they will be making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Welcome to Pride and Proud Asia, Asia's first online radio show that champions LGBT contribution and leadership in business and in our country and the region. Hosted by the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce, Visibility, Representation, and Empowerment. This is Pride and Proud Asia. Happy Pride!
Now back to Talk Shop Asia Power Network Season 2. Only here on Big Media.
Welcome to Community Mic segment. But before we start this segment, let's watch this VTR.
Community is collective power. Their makeup determines their kind. Their voice determines their strength. Now, giving them the stage to engage others with their stories of business and advocacy. Talk Shop Asia Power Network's Community Mic.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so the Community Mic segment, we talk to entrepreneurs as they also promote and share with us their products. At talagang lahat ng mga naging guest din talaga namin dito sa Community Mic segment, the best din ang kanilang mga ino-offer sa atin. So for today, may we call on Dr. Alex Reyes for this segment to join us?
Yes, hello Maricar and viewers. We are now featuring the Community Mic segment. This part of our program promulgates awareness of the business trend in the community. So, welcome once again. This is my part of the program, and this is the voice of the company that resonates with the voice of the industry. So, we have with us the founder of a healthy, and delicious alternative for meat, having a plant-based, vegetarian, vegan frozen product. His name is Janner Lema, and he's the founder and president of Nandas.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Janner. Kamusta? I see that you're somewhere na nagbabakasyon still kahit na New Year na, no? Parang feeling ko nasa vacation ka pa rin. How are you, Janner?
Yes, good afternoon, Dr. Alex, and to our viewers. Yeah, I'm okay. The vacation nga here in Subic kasi pag medyo New Year, naging traditional na sa amin na we go medyo outside Metro Manila para iwas lang sa usok ng putukan, and we want medyo more peaceful and calm New Year.
Yes, I think that's a really great way of celebrating New Year, no? But of course, meron akong mga questions sa iyo as the founder of Nanda's Vegetarian Products. I, for one, am transitioning from eating a lot of meat to eating vegan products. And so I would like to ask you, I love the stories of how founders reach their pinnacle of success. So for starters, can you tell us the genesis and the story of Nandas? How did it start for you?
Oo, yung Nandas kasi actually is the name of my mother. So they started the business around 2006. So my mother kasi she's a advocate of vegetarian diet ever since talaga. And then through the years, she made this cookbook. And then ang dami niya nang naipon ng mga recipes and countless kitchen testing, etc. And then my dad also helped her sa developing ng mga parang siya na yung naging family food tech na rin namin. So ever since bata pa lang ako, yun na yung parang naging hilig nila. And then eventually naisipan nila, why not? Total, ito na yung lifestyle natin. We are vegetarians every day, day in and day out. So why not we make it a money generating income na rin. So doon na pumasok yung we started selling to friends and family. Start ka muna sa mga kakilala syempre. And then eventually through word of mouth, it grow and grow until semi-retired kasi sila today. So pinasa na sa akin yung yung recipes. And medyo naging active ako ngayon sa marketing, especially sa social media. Kasi noong araw hindi pa masyado uso yung mga social media. So parang mas napapadali yung sa akin to reach out more and more people. And for one thing din, kasi dati hindi siya ganun kaputok eh. Yung plant-based products ngayon nowadays, mas nagiging common na siya. So mas madali siyang i-promote and more people are now patronizing these kinds of food. Even sa mga international food chains, available na siya, readily available na yung mga plant-based products.
Yes, I for one am a fan of plant-based products, no? Kasi it is really healthy and hindi siya masyadong gumagamit ng greenhouse gases. So, medyo maganda din siya for the environment. So, my question is, ano yung mga product lines that you have with Nandas? Kasi nakita ko yung mga pwede mong lutuin, no? So, maybe you could share with us the product lines and tell us like ano yung pinaka-favorite mo doon sa mga products naman na binibenta ninyo.
Yes, actually nag-start kami kasi sa burger patties lang and sundan niya ng barbecue. So and then today we have 12 items now. So like the tocino, corned beef, longanisa, we have the burger patties, Shanghai rolls, lechon paksiw, dinuguan, embutido, the ham, sisig, and then yung latest namin, we have the bacon bits. So 12 items yan lahat ngayon, all plant-based. So yung mga pangalan mukha lang siyang meat dish. For example, yung longganisa and sisig. Pero ginawa namin siyang plant-based version. So gusto ko kasi yung parang medyo matunog sa Pilipino ba pag sinabing tocino, 'di ba? Corned beef. Matunog 'yan eh, 'di ba? Pagka sa mga handaan o kaya sa mga sa mga pagbabaon ka o kaya sa mga piyestahan. So, iyan naman yung parang pinocus ko. Kasi maraming mga vegetarians, mga plant-based na kunyari mga salads or yung mga steamed, whatever, parang ganun naging concept eh. Pag plant-based parang dal or dry or parang blunt. Pero no, pwede mong gawing plant-based kahit na yung mga favorite na mga meat dishes mo. Yun nga, for example, yung corned beef or yung sisig. Yan, puro mga super meat dishes talaga yan. Pero pwede pala siya maging plant-based. So of all these product line namin, ang number one talaga namin is yung barbecue, yun yung highest in sales. Kasi siguro nga bagay kasi siya sa lahat eh. So pwede mo siyang gawing side dish, kunyari magpapansit ka or magpalabok ka, magbo-barbecue, mag-spaghetti ka, pwede may barbecue eh. So yun yung number one namin na highest in sales namin. And then nasundan niya ng tocino, sisig, longganisa, corned beef, and yung Shanghai humahabol na rin sa isa sa mga top notchers namin. Okay, so pero all of this naman nagmo-move naman siya. Kaya namin siya nire-retain sa product list namin. Kasi lahat siya nagmo-move. So it just happen lang siguro na may mga talagang best sellers ka eh. So kahit saan namang company or food businesses, meron talagang mga magiging favorite yung mga tao. So yan, yung mga nabanggit ko, yan yung isa sa mga talagang top notchers namin na talagang binabalik-balikan nila once in a while or every now and then. And of course, yung mga ibang products din, kasi from time to time magsawa din sila. So the next time maghanap na naman sila ng iba. So yan, yung mga dinuguan, bacon bits, lechon paksiw, yan. Yan naman yung next na mga itatry naman nila.
Okay, so alin doon yung pinakagusto mo sa lahat? Alin doon sa mga recipes na yon?
Yes, my favorite, my personal favorite, actually lahat yon. So kasi ako pag naglalabas ako ng items, I make sure na gusto ko yung patok sa taste buds ko ba. So I just trust my taste buds. And then pag okay sa akin yun, naging favorite yun, ilalabas ko na yun siya. And pero for all of this, yung mga kids ko kasi favorite yung yung longganisa, tocino, tsaka yung dinuguan. For my kids, yun yung favorite nila.
Okay, so wow, talagang natakam ako when just looking at the food, no? Kasi mukha talaga siyang hindi naman siya parang vegetarian lang. Kasi I also like buy vegetarian products, no? Kasi it's out in the market as well. So may I ask you, where can we find you, and are you available in stores and online? So, kung gusto ko ng Nandas, available na ba ito sa Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao? Kasi nasa Mindanao ako, so available na ba ito?
Yes, actually, ang main platform namin for selling right now is the Facebook page. So, meron kasi kami mga individual na mga customers. They just order via Facebook and then nagpapa-deliver lang sila. Anywhere sa Philippines pwede naman. So ipapadala lang namin siya sa sa airport. kasi dati kasi via LBC pwede siyang door to door sa right at your doorstep. Pero nung since pandemic nga medyo nalimitahan yung LBC. So nag-ano na kami, nag-airport to airport na kami. And then from sa Metro Manila naman, we do delivery sa buong Metro Manila, they just add 60 pesos for delivery fee. But we are planning soon, as early as siguro mga January or February. Kasi kausap ko na yung SM, sumagot na sila. Kasi we're planning to open parang food kiosk na sa SM North and sa Trinoma also. So, for the first time, gusto kong i-testing ba kasi parang na talaga exciting na yung market madami na talaga tsaka medyo mainit na yung parang hinog na ba? Hinog na sa tingin ko so parang pwede na akong sumugal sa mall. Pero start small lang muna, food kiosk, parang master siomai style lang ba na naka rice in a box kasi puro ready to eat naman siya So initin ko lang yan sa microwave and then maglalabas na kasi ako na meron din akong chow fan, vegetarian chow fan fried rice. So ilagay ko yan sa box, parang rice in a box ba, ready to food on the go. So yun yung aming tina-target this coming year. And also ang aming FDA kasi on the process na rin, siguro mga halfway through na kami. Medyo mabusisi lang pala talaga ang FDA processing. Pero tsinaga ko na kasi sayang Kasi first requirement ng kasi target ko kasi SM save more muna. So they have 300 outlets. So dalawang beses na akong finalo up ng SM. Sabi ko hindi pa ready yung FDA So ibig sabihin nakita nila yung potential Actually last year ko pang kinausap sila. Naunahan ako ng San Miguel, nakapasok na sila Pero it's a good thing din yung unmeat at saka yung vegan nakapasok na rin sila. Kasi na-introduce agad ba? Malaking company nag-introduce agad ng plant-based products. So hopefully by the time na pumasok na kami Nandas, ready na yung market. And then by the time siguro medyo sawa na sila sa vegan or unmeat products. So parang tamang-tama So plano din namin yan sa this coming year. We'll be penetrating the SM stores starting sa Save More muna. And then kasi as frozen we'll sell it as frozen. And then yun na siguro maybe Robinsons na etc. Basta mauna lang muna yung FDA. And then madali na yung mga other requirements.
Yes, Janner, no. I can relate kasi I actually buy yung sinabi mo nga na products, no. Na nakita ko, it's available here kasi in Mindanao, yung product ng isang company selling plant-based na products. I think it's good to have competition and it helps actually educate yung mga bumibili, no. So natututo silang mag-enjoy ng mga healthy na pagkain na plant-based. So it's good na meron kayong competition. I always see a lot of founders pitch their product and services. This way we learn about the founder's drive as what makes them tick. So I'd like to ask you, as the founder of Nandas, what is your unique selling proposition?
Well, yung kasi first of all pag sa food kasi taste wise we want to make sure nga na na patok talaga siya. And of course yung sa sa price din kailangan balance So and then customer service talaga number one. We have to make sure na satisfied talaga yung customer. How we deal with customers and the products itself. It has to be 100% talagang satisfactory talaga yung worth ng money na binigay nila sa sa product na binibenta mo.
Yes, I see na they're very affordable, no? And maganda yung price range niya. Nasa 90 pesos. Talagang swak sa budget natin. So, thank you very much. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We just talked to the owner of Nanda's Vegetarian Products, si Janner Lema. And I'm sure gusto ninyong itry. He will share it later because babalik siya later sa ating final question. So for now, let's watch this.
We'll be back shortly. This is Talk Shop Asia Power Network Season 2, only here on Big Media.
SMEs are the backbone of the Philippine economy. Union Bank has laid down the groundwork for creating an ecosystem helping businesses through an integrated user experience connecting key stakeholders in the ecosystem. SMEs can now have immediate access to financial service providers, points of sale or POS, accounting, inventory, human resources, tax and payroll services, supply chain management, and providing business communities and engagement in B2B and B2C marketplaces. In building that ecosystem, Unionbank-Globallinker was born. It's an online platform with social networking capabilities that help SMEs manage and grow their businesses. On their first year of launch, they already have 33,000 SMEs signed up in the platform. Their promise: to becoming one-stop hub for business owners. 4 pillars. Network with potential partners and suppliers from a global network of SMEs. Engage with thought leaders and create your own topics for discussion. Avail exclusive deals and offers from business solutions that will help aid an SME's business. Create a DIY e-commerce shop. Linker.store.
I think one major role that Globalinker plays is its ability to create a digital platform that for business growth. It's a huge help because it provides for an avenue where businesses can interact, learn, and at the same time expand their networks.
Well, as a social media platform, Globalinker helps build the community of SMEs and link them to the right markets, suppliers, financiers, and advisors.
I've actually established a contact in Philippines who is interested in my product, and we are working on ways how we can do that. So hopefully, it materializes.
The future of the SME sector in the Philippines is endless. With fintech, business growth can accelerate by breaking down barriers, setting up important connections, and moving daily activities. Success is definite. It's just waiting to happen. The growth of SME filters to all levels of the Philippine society. This sector employs more than 60% of Filipinos. So many lives will be transformed with the success of SMEs. Unionbank-Globallinker will be there to make it happen.
Get into the treasure trove of undiscovered music through Napalm, your new all-Pinoy alternative music. Whether it's rock, metal, reggae, soul, or pop, we have it covered. Napalm features upcoming Pinoy artists and musicians, hosted by Lace Jimenez and Thunder God Bernard. So sit back and relax and enjoy Napalm, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
It's a tough business out there. So many uncertainties, operational difficulties, deadlines. We provide the solutions and services that your company needs at the best price, guaranteed, with our global principles. And experienced partners, we bring solutions to your current and future business. Inolution, supporting your business as always. Now back to Talk Shop Asia Power Network Season 2, only here on Big Media.
Hi, welcome back. So this segment is the special feature segment. I really love this segment because this is a segment where I where I see the young people nowadays really taking an active stance in really helping the community. But before we call our guest, let's watch this VTR.
To be unique and linked are the special elements to scale your business. Talk.Shop Asia gives the opportunity of presenting the uniqueness of new businesses, new products, celebrations, learning events, and many more here in our special feature of the week.
There. Okay. So to introduce our guest, may I call Jojo Barakias.
Good more earnings, Maricar, and once again, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, today our next guest is a businessman, but he has sold his business and ventured into startups. Since 2015, he has been venture building, impact investing, and engaging Gen Z thought leaders, avid investor in impact startups and innovative technologies that improve the quality of life, a professional speaker on topics related to hashtag future of work, hashtag startup ecosystem, and hashtag scaling impact. He has also delivered speeches in many countries like Saudi Arabia, Romania, Bahrain, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, and many more. His personal mission is to help others find the value they can bring to the world and aim to impact 1 billion lives in this lifetime. He has a good quote. I seldom see or hear. Give value and you will be valued. Let us all welcome Mr. Jaren Tio, co-founder and president, Asean Youth Organization.
Hi, thank you, Jojo. Thank you so much for inviting me to this Talk Shop Asia show, and really glad to be being part of this panel. And feel free to ask me any questions, and be more than willing to value add to these conversations and for our audience to hear.
Yes, but before I ask you the questions, Jaren, let's watch video.
Sure.
By youth, for youth. Wow, great. So, Jaren, tell us about ASEAN Youth Organization, no? About the philosophy behind it, mission, vision, and the story of its conception.
Right. Could I request for my slides to be put up, please? So that will be a good overview of what Asean Youth Organization is about. So
Okay.
myself, yeah, I think it's clear as well. So we started off really as a community, right, in Southeast Asia, and trying to encourage one another to interact, to understand about each other's culture, language, religion. We are a very unique group, right? Because in Southeast Asia, we have 10 different cultures coming together. And how do young people interact? They are going to be the future leaders, change makers of our community. So we came together, really just wanting everyone to get to know each other better. And from there, we think about how can we do interesting projects, community engagements, community service, value add the ecosystem at large, the society, economic value. All this will come later on, right? So our mission is to impact 10 million by 2025. We want to enable them to be more employable, right? for them to increase the collaboration across ASEAN and our partners. Since 2015, as we established as a non-profit organization based in Jakarta, Indonesia, we have developed 21 chapters regionally and also globally. We have about 280 community members, fully youth volunteers under 35 years old, running the organization ground up. We have about more than 500,000 youth in this extended community globally, right? Of course, we work closely with partners, corporates, institutions, government partners to realize this mission, right? And next slide. I think that being said, the vision that we want to create is to have a world where young people have a heightened interest in ASEAN, for our activities to engage, empower, educate these youth communities, for them, these young people to implement these ideas that they have, for them to execute them, to enable sustainable positive change in the neighborhood, in the local communities, in the region where they are based in. Right, so that's really about ASEAN organization. As you can see, we formally established as a non-profit organization only in 2015. After that, we have a social enterprise entity in 2018. And 2021, moving forward, we're moving into an IO secretariat, and I'll share a little bit more maybe towards the end. Yeah.
Okay, Jaren, the numbers are outstanding. So you have reached 10 million people already. That's still a far-fetched number to the 1 billion in this lifetime. So, what made you decide to focus and help the youth? As your advocacy, I understand you were a businessman before. Then you sold your business. And then you are here very busy helping the youth get their value so that they will be valued.
Yeah. So I think I'll start off with for me growing up, learning, really because I was volunteering a lot. So in the next slide, maybe I could show some things about myself in the slide 3, if slide 4, sorry, if that's possible. Really, it's because from when I was younger, I didn't have much experience, much connections, much resources available to me. And it's through volunteering in many youth organizations, both locally in Singapore and also exposure in the region. It helps me to shorten my learning curves, right? And that actually got me into where I was with my business. So the slide above, the slide before this, yeah. Yes. So if you can see here, I started a lot of my work, what I'm doing today, volunteering, giving back the community, being involved in community engagement work, supporting the tripartite, right? So the government, people, private sector, really through all these engagements when I was a lot younger. And along the way, I've benefited from it because I made great mentors. And these mentors actually helped me in terms of making certain decisions, be it in business, also in life. And I felt it's a really important thing because if I am fortunate to have met these mentors, and I'll call them guardians, in where I'm, in my journey, I think it's only right for me to pay it forward, to give back, and also help other young people to achieve their own success. And one thing about why I feel that it's important to help every young individuals to understand what value they can bring to the world is because each of us are unique individuals. Each of us has a gift, right? In this world, we have a place to play. And it's just what do we do that could we best value add in our lifetime, right? So I think one of the ways to really identify this is through getting more exposure and getting more hands-on experience. And that could be done also through volunteering, through engagements with community activities, right? Like what we all have been doing in Asean organization, in Rotary, in Junior Chamber International, all these other organizations out there give us the opportunity to meet people who are like-minded and eventually maybe because partners, clients, investors, so on and so forth. So this is essentially why that shapes me who I am today. Always believing that we have to always want to give first, because if only the value we give is then being valued, only then I think the world can become a better place. Right. So these are a couple of pictures of me in my growing up years. I wouldn't say I've been super successful, but I'm still learning, right? As time goes by, learning from people, learning when I interact with young people, the youth, also the older folks who have lots of experience and telling me the change of times, how they have navigated various scenarios in business, in life, different career changes. And these are stories that are very valuable, and that helped me to make a more informed decision from day to day, right? So I think one of the things that maybe I'll also point out is, if you can see on the most right, is a military service. In Singapore, it's compulsory for Singaporeans, where I'm from, to serve 2 years of national service. We have to be in the military, right? Be in the Air Force or Navy. I was in the military. I was in the armor unit, so we deal with tanks. And this was a picture of me with my sergeant as a young private. And really, I think the military experience also helps to develop that grit, that discipline. These are key values that I think is important to help a young person succeed. And it also follows you through the different phases of life, right? Because if you don't have a discipline, you don't have the willingness to go all out. It doesn't matter how many things you start. It's how much have you persevered on and complete them. So I think that is important, right? So I think this is something that I've learned throughout my journey, and I think for every youth out there, your journey may be different, but more importantly, you do not give up, right? And persevere, press on to achieve your dreams and your goals to be realized. Yeah.
Well, that's an amazing story, Jaren, about your life. And you mentioned about your service in the military. Yeah, I also have some service in the military. I'm a reserve master sergeant in the Air Force. So
Wow.
I understand what you do. Yeah,
Good. Yeah.
yeah. So you mentioned about mentors in the in your advocacy, and then you learn more from them, and as you lead more groups, and you have ambassadors in their own respective, like uh, objectives, or their own vision, mission. So what advice can you give the youth ambassadors in dealing with challenges in terms of leadership?
I would really want to, if I could also advise myself in my younger days, in my leadership, and even now I'm practicing it. I'm still improving. I'm still learning. So I would say the fact is no one is perfect, right? So don't press yourself too hard. You are still learning, and in fact, you should have an open mind. So always have an open mind to learn. Doesn't mean you are a leader means you are the best in everything, and that's the purpose of a team, right? So find people who are better than you in other areas, and your role is to bring them together to achieve the common goal to the best of their abilities, and that's what a leader will do. And in fact, as much as possible, rather than just giving instructions and providing solutions, you should turn it around. Let these people, as part of your team, being a young leader, share their opinions and be the last to speak. I think this is some key advice that will provide to the young leaders and ambassadors out there.
I have a secret question, Jaren. Yeah. Can you, for the sake of our young audience, and I'm sure a lot of youth have some kind of uh, space or vacuum in their lives now with the pandemic. Can you give us one example of a youth group or a youth ambassador, and what are the advocacy of that? Maybe the easiest one for our audience to understand.
Sure. I'll use an example that's most recent. So it came from one of my volunteering activities, right? The Asean organization partnered for. It's called Young Founders Summit. It gathers young people around Southeast Asia. They are under 17 years old. So I had the opportunity to mentor this group of 3 girls from one of the local institutions in Singapore. They're in their high school, so 15 years old, right? And they have a passion to serve the elderly because they felt that so the mobility is an issue. They felt that there isn't a lot of support for those and that are in terms of caregiver expertise. Many of the younger of their parents themselves, even themselves as grandchildren, may not even have the expertise or know how to provide quality care for their grandparents. Right? They have not experienced that, so definitely they wouldn't be able to. So one of the interesting things that I've learned from them is that they observe. They do not know, but they observe. They took time to observe not just their own grandparents, but also their friends' grandparents, talk to them, interact with them, see how they are moving from day to day. And one of the things they identified was a problem. They like to pack things, they like to compartmentalize things. And when they are moving things up and down, they have an issue because these shelves may not be as accessible. So they came up with an idea to make a movable and rotational kind of basis where the shelves could move to whenever they need certain things. It's not out of the world. It's something simple, but it's the understanding of what the problem really is. And that started not by judgment, that started by observation. So if my children, my mentees, right, who are 15 years old could do that, I believe you can also do that. And in fact, the 3 of them submitted their idea and they won the recent summit and emerged champions. So it was a good motivation for them. And they now proceed on to really create the prototype of this solution, and hopefully it can go to market in a couple of years' time. So I think this is one very recent example that happened just last month. And if 15 years old could do it, I believe youth out there, we are 15 to 35 years old, that's the range of young people, right? Youth in Southeast Asia being classified as, could also do it, and even better. So I think one thing that we should not fear of doing, or we think that, in certain contexts, you felt that, okay, because you have more years of experience, you may want to think that, okay, you decide what should the younger ones do accordance to what you believe. But in fact, you turn it around to hear from them. So in fact, the learning opportunity for you to learn from someone younger than you is a lot more valuable also for yourself, right? So I think it's a value exchange there. And also, I guess the value you bring to them is your experience or connections that you can help them to realize their ideas, to really test it out and bring this product or solutions or ideas they have into implementation, to execution, and to complete the objectives. Yeah. So I think those are some examples. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great example. So it's just by listening, observation, and then someone who would help them understand the bigger picture. And now they have a product that they can bring into the market, no, to help the elderly.
Yeah.
Well, that's great news, lah. Okay, I have one more question,
Kudos to them.
Jaren.
Yeah.
Yeah, kudos to those three girls.
3
No?
goals. Yes.
Yeah. What was your biggest challenge as president of IU thus far?
Yeah.
And how did you overcome it?
Yeah. I think, for those who have had opportunities to run non-profit organizations that do not have a mandate or say to be profitable, you do not kind of do that as your day-to-day operations, because you rely really on volunteers, right? Especially. So for Asean Youth Organization, we are probably one of the few youth organization in Southeast Asia, and currently now the largest, that is fully youth volunteers run. None of us are paid staff, you know. We don't have a paid secretariat of sorts. And we are a non-profit organization where we rely on grants, we rely on projects, paid projects that we do with corporations or in governments. And that's how we sustain ourselves for the past 5 years, from 2015 to 2020, right? And that challenge would really be the financial sustainability of the organization and what's next for the next 5 years, right? 2021 to 2025. And that comes to the plan, which I mentioned about the IO Secretariat, where we really look forward to hiring people, certain key positions to help perhaps with fundraising, right? And that really needs to have a lot of full-time work lives with donors, funders, agencies, if there's any governments, you know, so it requires that kind of commitment and the kind of resource, you know, to put into someone running a secretariat full-time to support in certain key operational areas. Right? So I think these are some of my challenges, and I enjoy this challenge. In fact, I see this as one of the key goals I would like to achieve in my life, because for organizations that's been around for 5 years, fully volunteer run, and you want to help the youth to reach the next phase of life, there's a career that they're looking at. So one thing that I'm looking at is, why not we can start hiring our young leaders within IO who have been volunteering with us for the past 5 years and willing to find a career with IO. And why can't IO do that? Like all other organizations, with associations, with charities, they're all able to do that. And I think that's where IO will shape itself in the next 5 years, to find that financial sustainability and for us to be able to provide a career for our youth leaders and volunteers. Yeah.
Well, in any organization, the financial sustainability will be key to success. But with the ASEAN Youth Organization, with purely volunteers, and it has survived how many years, Jaren?
It's been 5 years now. Yeah.
5 years now.
As a registered foundation in Jakarta, Indonesia. Yeah. Of course, we've been around a lot earlier, 2011, 2013, but really as a registered foundation, it's only been 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck with that, and I'm sure you'll be very successful. Without funding, you have been successful. With funding, I'm sure you can do a lot more. Now that 2022 is coming, do you have any programs that you can share, and how does one join IO Philippines?
Sure. I do have that on the last slide. Yeah, so these are some key thematic kind of programs or activities we're having for 2022. So part of our IO work plan and also our ASEAN work plan on youth that we presented to the Secretariat, ASEAN Secretariat, which the 10 governments are aware of, is our commitment to serve in these few areas. One of it would be IO inclusivity, targeting on mental health in ASEAN for our youth especially. And it's been, the severity, it's a lot more focused on this area also because of the pandemic, right? And many of our youth are suffering from certain mental health, or even their mental well-being is just not as good as before. So these are some areas that we're looking at, and we are committed to do something, to be part of it, to provide an avenue for young people to share their concerns, to hear, to learn from each other, and also to be aware of people who may face such issues around them, right? So inclusivity, right, on mental health, women empowerment on Q1. Q2, we expect a lot on innovation and entrepreneurship, where we have the IO Accelerator, which our AYO Philippines chapter is fronting it. So IO Accelerator is one of the programs. I think they have pre-accelerator program to prepare these potential young aspiring entrepreneurs to get started on their business, right? So really everything I mentioned, from observations, understanding of problems, down to the market sizing, your 10 sum, your fundraising, etc. I think those are things that the IOS Accelerator program provided by the Philippines chapter will be definitely covering, and definitely valuable for young people who intend to embark on this entrepreneurial career, I would say, right? So it's a pathway,
Mm-hmm.
right? In Q3, we have IO Leadership. That happens annually. We have our signature ASEAN Youth Conference. So that's our highlight, where we gather young leaders from across the region to the ASEAN chairmanship country. 2022 will be helmed by Cambodia. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do it a physical one. If not, might have to do a hybrid or a virtual one. We have it, if you see in the video earlier on, 2018, 2019 was physical, both in Singapore and in Thailand, respectively. Has been a success because young leaders now across Southeast Asia can get together to better understand the problems, and some of them may have similarities, or they have perhaps solutions that resolve those problems. That's where they share the best practices to help each other to grow and help their country to do better. So we have seen success from it. We have a couple of social enterprises that are spin-off from this conference. They've get together to ideate and come up with a solution, right, that could be commercialized, and the social enterprise is now been sustainable on education and robotics, so on, right? And in Q4, our commitment definitely is on environmental social governance, right? ESG, in short, is really a key area where not just ASEAN, is a global issue, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
if we don't have this in place, then what for do we have a community where we can't sustain ourselves and sustain our earth, right? Mother Earth needs to be sustainable on its own for us to push all these ideals and goals forward, right? We can't just say, we can't live on Earth anymore. Let's find another planet to go to. Mars, many years to come. You know, Alpha Centaurian and any other possible planets out there in the universe, right? We can't just leave and move somewhere else, right? We should start looking at how can we reverse things, how could we resolve issues on Earth, right? And simple examples would be things like, of course, we all know about environmental waste and all that, but simple thing that we do, like, maybe stop using man-made fertilizers, right? For our agriculture, that could be a good start, right? From home, you could also start recycling the waste, right? E-waste is also very high, right? Electronic devices, you reuse them, learn how to upcycle them for other purposes. So the things can do from day to day, and that can also help achieve the environmental social governance goal. And of course, it would not be possible without a very strong tripartite relationship where institutions, governments, corporations working together, right? So we also need civil societies. So IO, if you see our vision, is to empower, engage, and educate youth communities. That's what our ambassadors program do. We want to encourage more young people to step up, to lead initiatives, to form organizations, and we are here to support them, empower them to do better, to be more sustainable. And this is where we would have a lot more programs, exciting programs in 2022. If you're interested to be part of the family, we should consider all young people. And even if you're above 35, feel free to join us as an advisor, as a mentor. Those are very valuable positions or roles that you can play to support young people and support the future of our ASEAN development. So you can go to aseanyouth.net/memberships. There you can find out more about how you can be part of the ideal family. Okay.
Well, that's great. Yeah. So even if one is over 25, you can still join IO, ASEAN Youth Organization. Then they have this triple E: educate, engage, and what's
Empower.
the other? Empower.
Empower.
Yeah. So um, truly very focused plans for 2022. I like, of course, Q2, where Philippines is the entrepreneurship accelerator, and of course, for the whole world. Q4 is something that we should all embrace about sustainability of our Mother Earth where we live. And of course, we have to help ASEAN Youth Organization with their financial sustainability so that we can enroll more people. We have more youth ambassadors globally helping Mother Earth in its sustainability and self preservation. Well, thank you, Mr. J. Rentillo. A lot of new learnings for many people about ASEAN Youth Organization. We hope we are able to inspire more young people in giving value and being valued. I borrowed that from your quote. I read about you.
Thank you, Jojo. Thank you so much.
Okay, stay tuned lah. And don't go away, Jaren. We still have one more question for you in the final segment, which we call our Miss Universe question. And that will be asked by the beautiful Dr. Alex Reyes. So we will pause for a break and we'll be back.
Thank you. Looking
Thank
forward.
We'll be back shortly. This is Talk Shop Asia Power Network Season 2, only here on Big Media. The program that gives you the latest in Filipino business and trend with Norm Challenging Brand, paving the way to be next generation business leaders. This is Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, connecting you to the future. Hosted by business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas, franchise and business coach Don Sanita, and beauty and business maven Muriel Villanueva. Jump into the business revolution every Sunday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. with Talk Shop Asia Next Gen. Now back to Talk Shop Asia Power Network Season 2, only here on Big Media.
Welcome back. It's really nice to hear our youth really taking a very active action towards what they can do for our community. This time naman, alam kong nabitin kayo kanina sa community mic segment. That's why we have one more guest for community mic segment. But before that, let's watch this VTR.
Community is collective power. Their makeup determines their kind. Their voice determines their strength. Now, giving them the stage to engage others with their stories of business and advocacy. Talk Shop Asia Power Network's Community Mic.
And there, okay, let's call Dr. Alex to join us.
Yes, Maricar, nabitin nga ako kanina, no? So ngayon, let's continue on with our other feature for our community mic segment. So welcome once again to my part of the program, Community Mic, where the voice of the company resonates with the voice of the industry. Our guest is a product of the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Institute of Small Scale Industries, Advanced Management and Leadership Program. He established his own printing and packaging business at a young age of 26. He later established the food brand Onyas, known for its lumpia with a twist and other Filipino comfort food products that is made affordable and accessible to the ABC market. We have with us Juan Paulo Boribor, the president of Onyas. To know more about the company, let's watch this. Okay, so let's call on Paulo Boribor, the president of Onyas.
Good afternoon, Dr.
Good
Alex.
afternoon, Dr. Alex.
Hello, Paulo. Welcome to Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. I
Yes.
looked at the video that we just showed and I was so like, parang nagutom talaga ako, no? I love the mushroom chicharon. Could you like tell us about the products that you have? Talagang isa-isa, no? Later. Pero great to have you here kasi sa New Year presentation natin. I'm excited to know that this is a Filipino product. And I'm so excited that you are here as our guest. So my question, may I ask, what is behind the name Onyas? What gave birth to Onyas? And what are the product lines and categories of Onyas?
Actually, first and
First and
I
foremost,
want to thank you guys for having us here. It's a pleasure for me and our company na ma-feature sa show po ninyo. So, going back to your question.
third question.
You're very welcome.
Salamat po.
Salamat.
So, ayun, going back to your question, Doc Alex, back in 2018 po kasi, I have a printing business po talaga. I started, just like what you mentioned earlier, I started that when I was only 26 years old. So, 3 years ago, it was really doing well na. So, that's the reason why I thought of expanding to other businesses, most especially sa food industry. Because I really believe sa napakalaki ng market ng food industry. So that time, I asked our family friend and actually distant relative din namin siya, si Onya, who's a very good cook po kasi. And sikat po siya dun sa Bulacan when it comes to sa fresh lumpia niya. So she said yes, she agreed, and our very first store opened, which was just a small kiosk then near in our printing office. Okay. Then to make more to make our brand more marketable, and at the same time to add marketing to our company, we joined bazaars, yung mga bazaar sa mga malls, SMX, also in trade shows. Okay. So also ma'am, ang flagship kasi talaga ng Onyas is the lumpiang sariwa with a twist. So if you're going to ask me what's the twist, in here po kasi, you can choose your own wrapper. We have egg wrapper or malunggay wrapper, not just kasi nasa market na fresh lumpia. Kung ano yung available nila, yun lang yun. Diba? With us, you can also choose your own sauce. Like may peanut, if you love garlic, you can have the garlic sauce, or even spicy. So basically, those are one of the examples na nagiging iba kami dun sa market ngayon.
I love it. Para akong nag-choose my own adventure sa aking food journey, no, with Onyas. Parang talagang I can really put what I like and what I want. So it makes it more exciting for me kasi talagang ako yung nag-choose kung ano yung food na, anong ingredients na ilalagay. So mas masarap for me kasi syempre yun yung mga favorite ko as a customer. So maganda siya kasi personalized and customized yung aking lumpia, no? So my question is, as president of Onyas, can you share with us your entrepreneurial awakening, being a person in between mukha kang millennial and Gen Z? What is the trigger for your entrepreneurial viewpoint? And tell us about the habits and attitudes that you have developed as an entrepreneur. So this time, I'd like to know the person behind Onyas naman.
Okay. Actually, Doc Alex, hindi ka maniwala. When I was young, I never imagined myself being an entrepreneur. To be honest talaga. My late dad is a businessman. And he always asked me what I want to become when I grow up. You know, so I always say I want to become a corporate employee. You know, yung the one who's wearing the nice suit and tie every day. Yun yung pangarap ko before
Yes.
Diba?
Kasi maganda tingnan, no? Parang nasa magazine.
Yes, exactly. So, but then when I started working at a BPO, my task involved sales. So, nasa sales talaga ako eh. At first, I was really afraid. But dumating yung time na nagugustuhan ko na. And then I realized na if I'm making sales through phone to other countries, I can definitely do it also here in our country, in my own country as well. Okay, so that's when I realized that I was born for this. You know, I was born to be a leader, an entrepreneur. You know, kasi for me, being an entrepreneur is guiding people to reach your full potential. Like being Doc Alex, being an entrepreneur is not easy. Most especially right now, pandemic. It's a survival of the fittest. That is why I believe every entrepreneur was born to be an entrepreneur. And they just don't know it yet. So why do I say this, Doc Alex? Because everything that comes our way is actually an opportunity preparing us, you know, for something bigger. And in the field of business, you have to be prepared emotionally. Yan ang number one. Kasi if not, you will easily give up and quit. Yun po.
True. As a woman founder, I believe in your words, no, that we need to really guide people to reach their full potential. And as a woman founder, I realized that with crisis comes great opportunity also. No, so we just have to be creative as well. So I see nagutom ako sa embutido ninyo, no. So we know that for every product, there really is something worth coming back for sa mga like customers. So my question is, what is the unique handle of Onyas per product and as a brand?
Okay. Actually, that's the best part of Onyas also. Because we are very unique talaga. We don't have any direct competition in the market right now. And at first, we just started as a lumpia with a twist. But as time goes by, we are 3 years right now. We expanded to more Pinoy comfort food. So our unique handle now is Pinoy comfort food with a twist. So as you can see, we put, you know, twist in every food product. Like for example, yung turon. Turon is basically a favorite street food ng Pinoy yan eh. Hindi yan mawawala lagi sa merienda ng Pinoy. Pag naglalakad ka, oh, masarap yung turon, like that, diba? But this time, we make it different. So what did we do? We make it ube cheese turon. Okay? So, kumbaga, and also we also have the ube yema turon. So, kakaiba talaga siya. And also, let's just say, for example, yung embutido natin ng mga Pinoy. With us, our chicken cheese embutido, we put more cheese and cheese sauce. So basically, all of our products right now are really different. It's basically a Pinoy favorite but has a twist. Yun po.
Okay, so talagang lalo ako nagugutom sa merienda na to. No? So, like parang ready na ako kumain ng Onyas after this. So my question is, para sa'yo, ano naman yung pinaka-favorite mo na product ng Onyas?
Even before I started Onyas, when I'm going to parties or handaan, like when I see fresh lumpia, that's the first thing I'm getting eh. 'Di ba? Parang uy, mukhang masarap to. But this time around, since inumpisahan namin yung Onyas, mas lalo ko siyang naging favorite. Na every party talagang dapat may Onyas.
Okay, so my question, ano naman yung price point ng mga products natin? Sa anong yung nagre-range siya ng yung prices natin?
That's a good question. Actually, Doc Alex, ano to eh, we are making sure that all of our products are available to all kinds of people. Like for example, yung fresh lumpia namin. We are the very first to offer buy one take one sa fresh lumpia. So for only 79 pesos, you can get not just one but two fresh lumpia. Not just an ordinary fresh lumpia but a very special fresh lumpia. And sa ube cheese turon namin, it's 69 pesos, buy one take one din yan. So basically, most of our all of our products, are really affordable. And we also, by the way, you also have dozen. Let's just say, for example, our fresh dozen. Uh, it's you can have a dozen of fresh lumpia for only 379 pesos. So that comes with two sauces na already, and you can mix it already with the wrappers, and you can also add spicy fresh lumpia sa dozen mo if you want.
Oh yes, I love the spicy. So to those that are watching and may want to try your products, please share where can they get Onya's products, and are you available in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao already?
Actually, Doc Alex, for now we are focusing in Metro Manila, but soon our goal is to expand it nationwide. For now, we have available branches. Our main branch, which is the first branch, is in Molabe, Project 3, Quezon City. That is actually near Cubao, Anonas. And we also have our BF Parañaque branch. That's our south branch naman. And also we have Regalado Fairview branch. And the last store that we opened is our very first mall stores. So, ito yung nasa Ayala Cloverleaf near Balintawak. Actually, in Balintawak, near NLEX po siya. So, you can actually check us there in Ayala Mall also.
Okay, so we have a lot of entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs that may want to invest in a business or want to learn from people like you. As president of Onyas, can you briefly discuss your franchising business model?
Yes. First, actually, we decided to use the franchising business model because basically we just want to help other, aspiring entrepreneurs to have their own business. Kasi marami sa atin na they want to start but they just don't know how to. Diba? Like our OFWs, our young people right now, they just don't know how to start too. And when I started doing business, that's what I felt also. So this time, we want to help inspire all of them, and we made our franchising model worry-free for them. A sort of close to a turnkey franchising. Like we scout locations for our franchisees to make sure that it's really profitable location. And we also do the constructions of the stores for them, and we are very hands-on sa operations. So as you can see, our franchise package right now is only 350,000 pesos, and you will already have the following, like it's a complete set already: the construction, fryer, chiller, freezer, this TV display, 2 induction cooker, signage, manual operation, training, inventory. The inventory that is worth 15,000 pesos already. So basically, once you become a partner and become included in our family, we will make sure that we will guide you all throughout your entrepreneurial journey.
Okay, thank you very much, Paolo. So there you have it, Talk.Shop.Asia community. We have Paolo Boribor, the president of Onyas. We will see him later. So let us proceed with our next segment. And actually, Paolo, don't go away. We still have our Miss Universe question later.
Okay po.
Let's watch this.
We'll be back shortly. This is Talk Shop Asia Power Network Season 2, only here on Big Media.
SMEs are the backbone of the Philippine economy. Union Bank has laid down the groundwork for creating an ecosystem helping businesses through an integrated user experience connecting key stakeholders in the ecosystem. SMEs can now have immediate access to financial service providers, points of sale or POS, accounting, inventory, human resources, tax and payroll services, supply chain management, and providing business communities and engagement in B2B and B2C marketplaces. In building that ecosystem, Unionbank-Globallinker was born. It's an online platform with social networking capabilities that help SMEs manage and grow their businesses. On their first year of launch, they already have 33,000 SMEs signed up in the platform. Their promise: to become a one-stop hub for business owners. 4 pillars. Network with potential partners and suppliers from a global network of SMEs. Engage with thought leaders and create your own topics for discussion. Avail exclusive deals and offers from business solutions that will help aid an SME's business. Create a DIY e-commerce shop, linker.store.
I think one major role that GlobalLinker plays is its ability to create a digital platform that, for business growth, is a huge help because it provides for an avenue where businesses can interact, learn, and at the same time expand their networks.
Well, as a social media platform, GlobalLinker helps build the community of SMEs and link them to the right markets, suppliers, financiers, and advisors.
I've actually established a contact in Philippines who is interested in my product, and we are working on ways how we can do that. So hopefully, it materializes.
The future of the SME sector in the Philippines is endless. With fintech, business growth can accelerate by breaking down barriers, setting up important connections, and moving daily activities. Success is definite. It's just waiting to happen. The growth of SME filters to all levels of the Philippine society. This sector employs more than 60% of Filipinos. So many lives will be transformed with the success of SMEs. Unionbank-Globallinker will be there to make it happen.
Get into the treasure trove of undiscovered music through Napalm, your new all-Pinoy alternative music. Whether it's rock, metal, reggae, soul, or pop, we have it covered. Napalm features upcoming Pinoy artists and musicians, hosted by Lace Jimenez and Thunder God Bernard. So sit back and relax and enjoy Napalm, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
It's a tough business out there. So many uncertainties, operational difficulties, deadlines. We provide the solutions and services that your company needs at the best price, guaranteed, with our global principles. And experienced partners, we bring solutions to your current and future business. Inolution, supporting your business as always. Now back to Talk Shop Asia Power Network Season 2, only here on Big Media.
So welcome back! And for this segment, the heart of the Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network, the Power Duo. But before that, let's watch this VTR.
CEO is power. More than the title and position, he is the hero that deserves all the attention. Here in Power CEO Highlight, he leads, he plans, he executes. This time, it's his turn to share his story of details, his challenges, his solutions, his successes. Power CEO Highlight, putting CEO success in a gripping and inspiring story.
There. So for our Power Duo feature, we will be having the co-founders of Imagawayaki. Ayan, Philippines. So we have the Chief Operating Officer, Nico Luciano, and we also have their Chief Executive Officer, Albert Arevalo. The Imagawayaki Philippines Japanese cake. So let's welcome our guest for today.
Hi, Maricar.
Hi, Albert.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, diba? It's a great 2022. But Albert at Nico, before that, para mas makilala nung ating mga guests, ang Imagawayaki, let's watch this video. There! Ayun! So, Diyos ko, natatakam pa lang ako, video na. Okay, Nico and Albert, how did you come up with Imagawayaki? Diba? Are you two college friends and then come up with the idea? How did this happen?
Well, I think Albert, I can say this. So basically, Albert and I, we were both teammates in one of the companies based in New York, and we became friends. I was handling the project management department at the time, and Albert was also heading the IT development department of the company both working for. And then I took a little break, a personal break, and then after that break, Albert reached out to me and said, "Hey man, I have a new business idea and you might be interested." And then he introduced me to the Imagawayaki. So actually, Albert, he is really the man behind the brand. He started this with a very humble kiosk in Marikina. And he started this way back 2019 of, I think, July. And then he reached out to me way back August of 2019. And when he presented to me the idea and when he presented to me, how we will progress, what's the future plans, without a doubt, I immediately joined Albert and said, let's do this, man. And that was the start of, about our partnership in Imagawayaki.
Yeah, actually to add din, ang business ko talaga is software development. So kaya client namin sila Nico dati. And then yung Imagawayaki, ginawa kong side business. Kasi nakita ko sayang naman nag-isip ako ng magandang business na pwede sa mall. So nakita ko yung mga taho nandun na sa mall, mga fishball nandun na sa mall. So inisip ko ano ba yung the best na product na pwede kong gawin. So yun, naisip ko yung Imagawayaki, Japanese cake to be exact. So paborito ko talaga yan, bata pa. So ang nangyari, so ginawa ko siya, hindi ko pa siya alam lutuin. Ultimo yung pinaka-cart niya, ako na rin yung gumawa. Kasi talagang gusto ko lang siyang gawin side business. Tapos tuwing magmi-meeting kami ng mga client, nagdadala ako. Ayan, kasama sila Nico, yung mga client namin. So doon ko sila naisama kasi naniniwala sila doon sa product na tikman nila. So yun yung pinaka-start talaga.
There. Ayan. Oo, yun din sana itatanong ko, Albert, why Imagawayaki? Ayun, na-explain mo na. Paborito mo nung bata pa. Ayan.
Yes,
Pero sa
saka
mga
yung name
viewers,
niya,
yes.
yes, yung name niya is come from ano talaga, kasi parang 200 years ago, yan talagang parang name ng Japanese cake, Imagawayaki, sa Japan, 200 years ago.
So yun talaga,
Imagawabashi Bridge, yes. Kaya Imagawa, and then Yaki means to fry.
To fry. Okay. Ayan, yan pala. Dyan nang gagaling. Okay.
Yes.
So, pero i-remind muna natin, yung mga viewers natin, makinig ho kayong maigib dahil mamimigay po ang Imagawayaki ng for the 10 winners. So, meron tayong question and win a prize, and we have 10 winners for Imagawayaki. Kaya wag na wag niyo hong kakaligtaan yan. By the end of the show, announce po natin ang winners. Okay. So, Albert and Nico, what makes you a power duo? Pero 'di ba, pag power duo kasi parang sa Chicago Bulls lang 'yan, 'di ba? You have Jordan and you have Scottie Pippen, but you have a very good team. Okay, so tell me how you are a power duo and describe the rest of your team.
Yeah, so, I honestly love the the camaraderie and also the way we work together with Albert. Albert kasi he's a very collaborative kind of leader. That's what I love about him. He doesn't make a decision, especially if it's a major decision for the business, for the company. He always consults everyone. He always consults the board of directors, the rest of our team, and he always listens to our idea. Whether he has great ideas that he wanted to share, whether he has a good execution plan, but he still wanted to share it with the team so the team can listen and the team can provide, our expertise. And that's really made us the power duo. We listen and we gather feedback. And we also, one of the things that we are really that really drives the team and drives the growth of Ingawayaki, we are very data driven. So every time we make a decision, we always take a look on the data. And we always talk about within the board and within the team, and also we make decision out of it. We never make a single decision without consulting the team, without also consulting and studying the data. Also, what makes Imagawayaki team great, and I can say like this is one of the best team ever that I've really worked with, especially in the corporate level. It's because all of the team members that we have, they have their own businesses as well. They run their own companies as well, and they share expertise. In fact, one of our board of directors, Ari, he owns an e-commerce shop for pet accessories and pet perfumes, and he's also back in franchising. So we consult him in terms of what we do to grow our business faster. So that's the reason why we created a division in Magawayaki for franchising alone. And then also for our marketing campaigns, for our collateral campaigns, we have Karen as our creative director. She works in Boston Consulting Group, and she's also based in the US. And we always take her ideas. What we need to do is because her expertise is in the creative directorship. And also for partnership, this is my expertise, project management and partnership. So Albert always consults with me as well on how we will do partnerships, especially with our supply chain and also with some of the B2Bs. And also we have Jeff, one of our major investors, who truly believe in the value of the brand and who truly believes also on the growth potential of the brand. And also we have Cherry Marivalo, the wife of Albert. He's very supportive with Albert. When he started it, she was the one who truly knew what Albert can do and what Imagawayaki can be. And then also we have Jojo. Jojo is our expert in our warehousing and commissary. We have Wang, Wang Bato, who is expert also with finance. So every move, every division has its own expertise because we believe in the power of the team, and we believe that whenever you put the right people on the right role, you can already assure that there would be growth and there would be success on the role and whatever they do. And we have Albert, I'm forgetting someone. Those basically the team that the team behind Imagawayaki. Albert is really a phenomenal leader. He always inspires everyone. Sometimes he do things. It's because he wants to make sure that he can really deliver growth for Imagawayaki. He promised that to the investors. He promised that to the stakeholders. And surely enough, he always makes sure that everyone is being consulted, and whatever is the major decision of the team, it always follows.
Yeah.
And let
Okay.
me add, yeah. So, yan kasi ang tinuro rin sa akin ng mentor ko, to add people na mas magaling sa'yo sa ibang field. Sa akin kasi, sa IT, sa programming, yan ang major ko. The rest, sa marketing, kaya nila yan. Meron kaming finance, meron kaming lawyer sa team, si Green. So, kompleto. So, pag may mga ganong part, so I let them decide. Kasi mas alam nila yan. So, yun yung importante sa amin.
Yeah. Tsaka, if you're in a team kasi, when the culture is respect and transparency, ang sarap to be working in a team. Diba? I think that's also one of the secrets. Okay. Albert, eto naman. Kasi, tawag nito, paborito mo pala talaga to nung bata ka pa. So, what were the market forces that made you decide na, yes, we need this Japanese cake here in the Philippines?
Yes. So, ganito. Nung nakita ko nga, tuloy ko lang yung kwento ko kanina. So yung Japanese cake nga, naisip ko as talagang pwede na itinda sa mall, sabi ko. So ang problema lang, currently, nung time na yon, puro mga cheese flavor lang ang palaman yan. Wala nang iba, kung mapapansin nyo. So that's why, sabi ko, sige nga, let's try na gumawa ng version nito with a twist. So same lang din sa Onyas, with a twist talaga. So, ginawan ko ng mga iba-ibang flavors. So, nag-try ako ng mga gusto kong flavor. Mga choco, custard. So, nilagay ko lahat. And then, 2019 ako nag-start. Tinry ko yan. Wala pa akong website. Talagang tinatry ko lang kung ano yung gusto ng tao, anong nire-request nila. Eventually, magre-request sila ng matcha. Ang una kong flavor is cheese red bean chocolate. Yan lang. And then, nagdagan ng custard. Eventually, may mga nagre-request ng blueberry, ube cheese. So continuously adapt kung ano yung kailangan nila at yung hinahanap ng customer. So, sa start talagang wala talaga kaming marketing. Tinitingnan ko muna yung market eh. Tapos yung mga client namin, yung mga bumibili, sabi ko, mag-post kayo, and then mag-collaborate kung anong tingin niya, halimbawa mga YouTubers doon, so pinapareview ko sa kanila. So eventually, naging okay naman. Tapos, hanggang sa nakilala siya.
Nice. Okay. Iba talaga when you start a business na talagang it's your passion eh, no? Kasi you really put your heart into it eh. Pag talagang ginagawa mo.
Sinabay ko siya. Yeah. Yung aking software development, usually gabi ko ginagawa. Sa araw, ito. Kasi yung software development ko, New York client sa Singapore. So, okay lang siya sa gabi. So, nakapokus ako dito pag araw.
Oo. Pag talagang mahal mo yung ginagawa mo, honestly, hindi nakakapagod. Agree?
Hindi siya trabaho.
Agree. True. Yes. Okay. Nico, for this naman, for Imagawayaki, what is the essence of your brand, and what makes it different from other Japanese cake in the market?
Yeah. Margar, we honestly say, we claim that we are the best Japanese cake in town. One is that we really make sure that the flavors and the flavors we put in, although this is a Japanese product, we make sure that it's being Filipinized. We make sure that we use local products. We resource it locally, and also we make sure that it's high quality ingredients. We're using fresh and high quality ingredients. In fact, one of the things we did to make sure that we cover our supply chain division, and we make sure that we get fresh supply. We made partnership with some of the big brands in the Philippines, so that we can make sure that we get fresh produce, make sure that we get the right supply whenever we need it, especially right now that we are expanding. So that's honestly, what set us apart. And for the product alone, we make sure that also we really invested also in the research and development with our butter. We make sure that um, it will not we make sure that it will stay soft and floppy even if you put in a fridge for a week. So that's also one of our unique points of our Japanese cake. And honestly, my favorite is mango. It's because I love promoting the Philippine products, especially to my global networks. I always tell them like the Philippine mango is always the best. So always make sure that in Imagawaya PH, we always make sure that we use the Philippine mango, just to make sure that we are also honoring the Filipino touch of our brand.
Agree. It's really supporting also kasi I think your mangoes, you're also getting it from the Filipino planters, 'di ba?
Yes.
So yeah, we just need to be helping one another. Okay. Albert, kanina you were already sharing about, sabi nga ni Nico, you have mango and then you also have ube. So what are still the variants of imagawayaki?
Variants is meron kaming tatlong categories. Merong classic, all-time favorites, at saka premium. So, sa classic, we have cheese, choco, and red bean, yung traditional na anko. And then, all-time favorite, meron kaming custard, matcha, choco Oreo, and then the latest yung yema. And then sa premium naman, meron kaming triple cheese, strawberry peanut, PB&J. Request lang din to sa akin ng taga-US eh. Choco peanut butter, mango, blueberry cheese, ube custard, and then red bean with peanut butter. So madami-dami na siya. Pero mostly dyan is combination lang din. So hindi rin mabigat para sa mga franchisee namin.
Yeah, oo, tawag dito. You're just describing it, Albert. Yung yung naglalaway na ako dito. Okay, I love Japanese din talaga. So, this is something that I'd really love to try. Sabi nga ni Nico kanina, may mango, and then, but the matcha, I will definitely try that one. Nico, what are the expansion plans of Imagawayaki? And do you have, advocacy plan for communities?
Yeah, so we put a lot of plans, especially for the growth of 2022. Plans that we are really strengthening our franchising. In fact, we have now 4 operational branches. We have the main branch Marikina, we have in Muntinlupa, we have in BFO Paranaque, and we have also in Crete. And also there's also a plan for us. In fact, we are now trying to finalize our branch in Taguig and also in Makati. And in fact, Albert we already received 75 pending franchising applications that we will open strategically across the Philippines. So we're talking about we're going saturating Metro Manila, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. That's already the growth plan. But I really wanted to put Albert in the highlight of what are the other plans we have and the other back end that he's been working on. You might take the floor, Albert, for this.
Okay. Yeah, so as we grow, kasi ngayon, currently meron kaming 4 branches. And then this January, mag-open na yung Makati at saka BGC. So, dumadami na siya. So, nakaplano na talaga to dati pa yung aming mobile app. So, meron kaming 2 mobile app. Isa is for consumer and isa is para sa franchisee. So, yung sa consumer, this one is consumer mobile app. So, dyan, pwede silang mag-order. May store locator na rin. And then, may mga e-vouchers saka loyalty programs. So basically, pinagsasama ko yung aking IT expertise sa product namin ngayon. Which is, currently, ang may mga ganyan is mga malalaking franchise like Jollibee, Macdo. So, dito sa amin, nilalagyan na namin yan. Kasi, we are capable. Yun ang kagandahan.
Yes. Yeah, agree.
So, sa franchise naman, kita rin nila kung kailangan na nilang mag-order. May sales, na rin. Eventually, makita nila yung benta nila. Kasi maraming gusto mag-franchise taga ibang bansa eh. Meron kami sa Dubai, meron kami sa Canada. So at least kahit wala sila dito, kita nila yung sales daily, weekly, monthly.
Wow.
And then, basta yung reports nandun lahat. So kahit nasa ibang bansa sila, pwede nilang i-manage dito. Yun yung talagang plan.
Yeah, oo, I think yun yung kagandahan no? If you have a team who's really very good in what they do. Like 'di ba, you Albert, you're very good in IT, and then you have Nico also for project management, and when you have everyone on board, you have a power team din talaga. Okay. So, Albert, let's start with yes. Sure.
Sorry, dagdag ko lang to because this is one of the exciting things as well that we're doing at the start of 2022. We're planning of expanding as well in US. In fact, we have already a franchisee who already talked to us who's waiting to open in the East Coast of US. So we are really bringing this, this brand, a mix of Japanese and Filipino brand in the global market. Because that's also one of the things we've been discussing with the team. Like, we really created a very high quality product, and I'm very proud of it. Like, honestly, I'm very proud of what we did. Especially also, there's also a backstory of why Albert created this. It's because Albert's father was also an OFW, and what he wanted to do was really make him dad stay in the Philippines. Be with them and see them grow up. So that's why when he started planning out the business model of the Magawayaki, he made sure also that he wanted to include OFWs as well. That even if they're abroad, they would be able to manage, they would be able to have a business here in the Philippines or wherever they are. If they want to start this, we are more than happy to them, and we're more than happy to support in terms of what's going to be the growth plan for that market. And honestly, one of the things also that I love about our brand for the community, we are doing this to serve back in the community. Albert and I, we've discussed that, dude, let's focus as well on hiring the unemployed moms and especially the pandemic. So instead of hiring able and very qualified people in the food and beverage industry, we decided to hire unemployed moms and up, so we'd be able to give them a job and they'd be able to help, support their family. That's also one of the things we do to serve back into the community, to the Philippines, because I think there's a value in helping back the community.
True. Okay. That's really that's really very helpful as you also empower women. And at Nico, Albert, for this one naman, Albert, I know mas marami pang nag-iisip na mag-franchise ng Imagawayaki. So, can you tell our viewers how they can franchise the the Imagawayaki if they wanted sa area nila?
Yes, actually ngayon, pwede silang pumunta sa website namin, imagawayaki.ph, yung nasa taas ko. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung business package namin is talagang, kumpara sa iba, mababa siya. The reason is, syempre, pandemic tayo, I don't want to add other, mga hindi naman kailangan. So talagang, pag sinabing basic package yan. Hindi yan para, kasi yun nga, with discussion with Arian Lim, which is mas may alam sa akin sa franchising, dapat pag nag-offer ka ng presyo ng franchise mo, make sure na kaya mong ibalik in a very fastest way possible. Kaya hindi ganun kalalaki kung mapapansin nyo yung aming franchise package. So, next slide please. Next pa ulit. Masyado maliit. Isa pa? Ayan. So, ganyan yung mga cart namin. Sige, next pa ulit. So, ito naman yung aming on wheels. So, ito yung ginagawa ngayon currently. Ito yung non-mall type. So, yung mga kahit hindi sa mall, pwede silang magtindi. Usually, pagbalik sa school, okay to. And then, yung next niyan is pang mall type naman. Sige lang. Yeah. So, mas malaki siya, kompleto ng gamit. And then, the third type, yung Imagawayaki on wheels. Ito yung pwedeng bumiyahe kung saan lugar. So, yun.
Masarap sa Makati to.
So, depende kung saan makapayagan ng LGU. So,
true.
Yeah, they can visit our website, meron doon, application, or email us. Nasa huling slide yata yan, kung may email namin. franchise@imagawayaki. So,
there.
Si Luigi Mapa.
Okay.
Sorry. Yata na may mga kasama namin.
Yeah. Mga kasama sa Imagawayaki. Ayan, okay.
It's really behind. That's me with my other business.
There. Sige. Okay, so that's how our viewers, if you're interested to be a franchise, you just have to visit their website. But Nico, this time naman, paano naman kung gusto lang nila matikman yung yung ating product sa Imagawayaki?
Dalawang way. Isa sa website, pwede silang mag-order doon, online. And then, pwede rin sa Facebook page, Imagawayaki PH, tapos Makati, Marikina. So, makikita naman nila yan sa nearest nila. Pwede sila rin mag-inquire anytime. Sa website, may chat room doon. Makikita agad nila.
Okay, sige, that's really good news. Ayan, yung mga viewers natin, if you really wanted to try Imagawayaki, just visit their website. But before we end this segment, meron tayong papamigay to 10 lucky viewers. Okay? So are you ready for this? We have the watch and win question. Ayan, ready na tayo for the question? So, we have 10 winners. Ang ating question ay napakadali lang po. What is the best Japanese cake in town? You just need to type your answers dito po sa ating Facebook comment section in this format, your complete name, your email address, your contact number, and answer nyo dun sa question na what is the best Japanese cake in town. The very first 10 na makakapag-comment will win the prize. Ayan. Nico, Albert, thank you so much for your time. But please stay because we still have the Miss Universe question in a bit. Okay? Maraming salamat. We will be back after this break.
We'll be back shortly. This is Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network Season 2. Only here on Big Media.
May lumapit na ba sa'yo na nag-alok ng get-rich-quick scheme? Huwag maging biktima.
Ang Direct Selling Association of the Philippines at ang Department of Trade and Industry ay magkaagapay sa pagpapalaganap ng kaalaman tungkol sa legitimate direct selling.
Mayroong 8-point test na ginagamit upang malaman kung ang kumpanya ay piramiding o hindi. Ang mga sumusunod ay 3 halimbawa mula dito. Inaalok ka na kumita sa mga nire-recruit. Pati posisyon ay pwedeng bilhin. Ang kumpanya ay walang product return policy. Mag-ingat, baka mabiktima.
Kung sa tingin ninyo, pyramid scheme ang gamit ng inyong sinalihang kumpanya, ilapit at i-report ito sa Department of Trade and Industry Consumer Hotline 1384. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon ukol sa legitimate direct selling at ang 8-point test, visit www.dsap.ph.
Get into the treasure trove of undiscovered music through Napalm, your new all-Pinoy alternative music. Whether it's rock, metal, reggae, soul, or pop, we have it covered. Napalm features upcoming Pinoy artists and musicians, hosted by Lace Jimenez and Thunder God Bernard. So sit back and relax and enjoy Napalm, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Does hybrid learning make you think twice about the way you deliver education? Are you getting charged for a learning management solution, but you don't see the results for blended learning? We at YesTech bring hybrid learning so you can focus on what you do best, to deliver exceptional education. YesTech has proven excellence with features like virtual meetings, attendance, daily tests and exams, assignments and markings, between teachers, students, and admin in virtual learning and teaching, but we never stop improving. With COVID-19, the world came to a standstill and the operations of schools were affected. We interviewed teachers, students, parents, and administrative personnel, and we learned that the delivery of education in the 21st century needed fast and complete learning applications and tools. Now that schools are reopening and students are excited to go to school, our team at YesTech is thrilled to assist in this transition. We bring more excitement to this hybrid learning with our premium platform and features like group study, seamless payment collection of fees, your-based ID card system, and more, automating day-to-day management of school operations. And we at YesTech aim to rule the edtech space with exceptional customer service, free training and retooling, and pushing the limits. Say yes to learning with YesTech.
Now back to Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network Season 2, only here on Big Media.
Okay, welcome back. So let's call Jojo Barakias and Dr. Alex Reyes. Samahan tayo dito ngayon. Okay, there.
Yes. And we're back.
There. We're back. Okay. This time, Jojo, alam kong meron lang invite yung ating mga viewers.
Jojo, parang you're muted, Jojo.
There, we have the audio na. None yet.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sorry for that. So your daily bread starts baking at Rockwell The Grove, Retail Row, E. Rodriguez Avenue, Pasig City. Freshly baked bread delivered daily. You can be assured of one of the best tasting breads and pastries. Your daily breads have no preservatives. Your orders will be prepared just before you pick up or just before your desired delivery date. Place your orders now at facebookydbread.com or via Viber 0956 798 6501. Your daily bread, freshly baked bread delivered daily.
There you have it. Dr. Alex.
Yes, of course. Now that schools are opening, we at YesTech can assist you with your day-to-day school operations, offering features like QR-based ID card system, online payments, and more. YesTech is your all-in-one virtual campus of the 21st century. For more information, you may contact us at 0956-779-7752. Check our website, https://theyestech.com. Say yes to learning with Yes Tech.
Dr. Alex, alam kong meron kang pahabol para sa ating mga viewers. Dahil
Yes.
New
So
Year ngayon.
Yes. So before we proceed to the Miss You question and answer portion, we have with us parang a gift from Onyas kasi gusto niya manalo ni Paolo, no? So gusto niya manalo first place yata sa tanungan portion. So mamimigay siya ng 3 winners. So Andre, could you please flash yung ating mga questions from Onyas? And of course, so the first question of Onyas is, what is the best fresh lumpia in town right now? And of course, alam na natin yung answer, no? Kakasabi ko lang kung ano yun. So if you do not know, nakalagay dyan sa question 1 kung ano yung pangalan ng best fresh lumpia in town right now. So can we proceed to the next question? Question number 2. So yes, the answer is Onyas. So obvious na yan. So if you wish to win something from Onyas, please type it on chat dito sa Facebook lang. And of course, there will be an order. Please write your name and your address and contact number. And of course, the team will get back to you and will tell you if you have won later after the show. And of course, there's like question number 2. Let's go ahead with question number 2. Because there will be 3 winners, no?
The 3 winners from one question lang ba?
I think, I guess, yes, one question lang. So, ayan tayo, no? So, isang question lang pala for the 3 winners. So, pabilisan na ito. Kung gusto niyo, type already. And of course, Maricar, over to you.
Yes, okay. So, wag na natin patagalin. Let's call our guest for today. Excited na ako sa question mo, Dr. Alex. Okay, may
yes.
from from Onyas, from Ayo, and of course, Magawayaki.
Okay, so gentlemen, this is a Miss Universe question. So the Mr. Universe will win the crown. Nah, just kidding. Actually, I'm just trying to set the mood since it is 2022. So welcome once again. And of course, the first person that will answer the question will be Paulo, followed by Jaren, and then of course by the power duo, Nico and Albert. So I will ask the question. If you have the power to accelerate your business this 2022 by eliminating one market or industry hurdle, what is it going to be and why? So the question is, if you have the power to accelerate your business this 2022 by eliminating one market or industry hurdle, what is it going to be and why? So, over to you, Paulo. Paulo, you are muted.
Again, Doc Alex, thank you for giving me that very nice question po. It's a Miss Universe question, right? So it should be Miss Universe answer. So, but anyways, Doc Alex, actually this pandemic really posed a lot of challenges in the business sector. If I could eliminate it, definitely I would. But since it has opened opportunities at the same time, perhaps I would want to eliminate the limitation to access it has made. Like our products and services must be made accessible, to the least and the last, and we can only do that if the access. If access to easier transportation and cheaper communication technology will be made. The more people we can reach out to serve, the better for the business sector, and of course, for all of us.
Thank you very much, Paolo, for that. You get 20,000 Pogi points for that. And of course, let's go, Jaren. What is your answer to the question?
Right. I mean, Asean Youth Organization is a non-profit organization, so we're not a business. But I guess if I were to look at a particular market or even to say a particular strategy for 2022, I would think that would definitely have to be the ASEAN chairmanship country. Because Cambodia is the ASEAN chairman for 2022. And in fact, there are many young people in Cambodia that have been affected by the pandemic. Access to education, to employment opportunities, all these have been affected. Not to mention the youth who are graduating from the studies. So I think those are things that we're looking at to serve, and not just because it's just because of that yearly affair of our ASEAN Youth Conference, but a more long-term engagement like we had in previous years, and to initiate projects that could sustain for years to come, and to provide opportunities not just in Cambodia but across Southeast Asia. Looking at the gig economy, I think that's where young people, as long as they have the internet infrastructures available to them, they could connect to the Wi-Fi, they could access and even be part of all these virtual webinars and live shows like this. It'll be great learning opportunities for them to get started, and then leverage these platforms for them to find sustainable jobs or even potential careers globally. It doesn't have to be in person, but to come in remotely. There are many roles they can play, from being a virtual assistant to being a good copywriter to being a creative. I think there's many opportunities for young people out there in the coming years. With this pandemic, the good thing could be it expedited the importance of this digital infrastructures, of this accessibility to internet and all that. Governments understand the need and invest a lot more in developing these infrastructures. Hopefully, reach out to the more rural areas. So I think these tripartite partnerships with the public, people, and private sector will be very valuable, and definitely a key part to play in the sustainability of not just ASEAN Youth Organization, but many other youth organizations and civil societies in Southeast Asia.
Okay, thank you very much, Jaren. It's all about education, empowerment, and engagement, really, as I am also a volunteer of ASEAN Youth Organization. So let's get the answer of Nico and Albert this time.
Nico,
Albert, you wanna take this first?
ikaw muna.
Okay, so if I'll have the power to eliminate one of our market challenges for the growth of 2022, I would say that I would like to eliminate the long delivery of the supply chain. Because the longer it gets to our franchisee, the more time being wasted, and the lesser time they fulfill the demand of our clients. So that's really one of the challenges. So that's why I'm trying to figure out a way on how we can do our distribution in a faster way to make sure that there's consistency of our supply chain, and there's also consistency of the quality that we're bringing to our clients.
Okay. So to add up, yes, our business is relying mostly sa deliveries. So, iyan ang problema namin ngayon. Sobrang mahal. So, that's why yung ginagawa nila Nico ngayon na Ride Radar will really help us a lot. So, yeah. At saka, most kasi ng client namin is 90% online. So, challenge din dahil yung Japanese cake namin needs to be delivered as soon as possible. So, kung mas marami pa sigurong delivery na company para magkaroon sila ng, kumbaga yung pricing nila is maayos pa. Hindi yung basta gusto nila magtaas, nagtataas sila. So, yun yung talagang challenge namin. Kung ma-eliminate yun, mas okay.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. Over to you, Maricar.
Thank you, Dr. Alex. Jojo, alam kong meron kang need sa ating mga guests today.
Yeah, good more earnings. Yeah, that's the new greeting for all of you in 2022. Sana, or hopefully, all of you will have good more earnings. Okay. What are your key takeaways for our show today? Or maybe how can the audience reach you? So, pwedeng pareho sagutin. You can answer both or just tell us where, or tell the audience where to reach you. So, maybe we start with Paulo.
For us or for me, sir, my takeaway for the audience is basically don't give up. You know, during this, most especially again, this pandemic times, and you know, in your entrepreneurial journey and in business, there will always be challenges, and you must always be up for it. You know, and my advice is fail fast so you can succeed faster. You know.
And where can we reach you, Paulo?
By the way,
Where can we reach Onyas?
yes, you can definitely check our FB page, Onyas. We also have our IG, which is Onyas po. And for our contact number, wait, sir. Sorry. For the contact number, you can call us at 0917 896 1986. Or email us at 1105@gmail.com.
That's great, Paulo. Thank you. Happy New
Thank you
Year.
so much.
Jaren. Yeah. Thank you. Jaren?
I think the best way to reach out to connect is to be part in our programs. So look forward to see you in Asean Youth Organization programs, be it as a youth volunteer, be it as a mentor. Feel free to reach out to us to participate with IO Philippines chapter through Dr. Alex. And definitely, if you're trying to reach out on a personal basis, I'm I'm reachable on LinkedIn. So Jaren Teo on LinkedIn, you'll be able to find me. Happy to connect there. Thank you.
Happy New Year,
Happy
Jaren.
New
Thank
Year.
you very much. Yeah. Now we will go to COO and we reserve the last for CEO. Nico.
Hi, thank you everyone, and also thank you to Talk.Shop.Asia team for having us. So on a personal level, our viewers can reach me on LinkedIn, my name, using my complete name. And also, if they wanted to price, they can reach us at franchise@imagawayaki.ph. If they wanted us to host or be in their events, they can reach us out at events@imagawayaki.ph. And also, they can visit our website, imagawayaki.ph. Also, visit our Facebook page, imagawayaki.ph. And also our IG account, imagawayaki.ph_official.
Thank you, Nico. Albert, key takeaway, please.
Yeah, so para sa mga viewers, siguro ang sabi ko is uh, dahil sa pandemic na to ngayon, so marami tayong natutunan, marami tayong challenges, and then kung ano man yung business nyo ngayon, sana may matutunan din kayo sa amin kung paano kami nag-survive dito. So mostly talaga ngayong pandemic, we have to be online. So ang business ngayon talaga is online. So learn from it. Salamat.
Great. So marami tayong key takeaways. Oh, sorry, Jaren. I was telling everybody that we have many key takeaways for this session. And then, as a direct seller and a direct selling sensei, we always tell our dealers, our direct sellers, what Paulo just said. Don't give up. Never, never give up. So, what Paulo, Albert, Nico are saying, and you are saying, that during this pandemic, we should always thrive. If we fail fast, we should recover faster. Ang galing ng mga words ni Paulo. Believe ako dito. Baka malayo mararating nito. Yeah. And for ASEAN Youth, I wish you more luck. Give your value and be valued. That's great. And for Imagawayaki, masarap talaga yung niluto nyo. Ang sarap. Kumain nga uli ako eh. So I'm waiting for Onya's lumpiang sariwa with a twist.
Definitely, sir. We'll send some samples to you.
Yeah.
Huwag niyo lang
Okay,
po
on to you. Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Kalimutan sulat muna yung pangalan niya before you taste the product.
Okay.
Ayun. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Paolo?
Ayun po, huwag niyo lang po kalimutan sulat yung pangalan niyo before you taste our product. Kasi baka makalimutan.
Para hindi makalimutan. Okay, para makalimutan pag nalasahan. Okay. Okay. So, our guest, thank you so much. Paulo from Onyas, Jaren from Ayot, thank you so much. Nico and Albert from Imagawayaki. And of course, we are our guest from Nanda. Maraming salamat. Jojo and Dr. Alec, what's your message for the week? Let's start with Dr. Alex.
Okay, so my message for the week is just it's the start of the year. So let's start with a bang and go for our goals and our dreams. We at Yes Tech we are going to strive really hard so that we will be a household name in Asia. And so that is my goal. So let's just keep on going and keep believing. Thank you very much for joining us.
my message
Go ahead,
for
Doc.
everybody. Thank you, Dr. Alex. Happy New Year and the Nene Gu. Never ever, never ever give up. That's the secret of all entrepreneurs, all the youth, and all of us like micro businesses. Happy New Year.
Okay. So as we start 2022, don't forget to smile, think positive, share your blessing, and help the community. Okay? So with the pandemic, business became unsure of so many things. The necessity of relying on your support system has never been so important to survive. The essence of connecting, engaging, and networking will be the answer to thrive. And that's what we are here for you. Happy New Year to everyone. Until next Sunday, 3 p.m.
Let's talk.
Let's shop.
Power drop your network to top. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Happy New Year! Thank you so much to
Happy New
our
Year. Bye
guests.
bye.
Happy New Year! Bye-bye.
Thank you po. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Talk.Shop.Asia has just brought you Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network Season 2, hosted by Organizational Development Network Champion Maricar Sandalo, Direct Selling Sensei Jojo Barakias, and Asean EduTech leader Dr. Alex Reyes, with the founding anchor, business and transformation mentor Rolly Pagaspas. Brought to you by Direct Selling Association of the Philippines, Unionbank-Globallinker, Asean Youth Organization, and Rotary Club of Alabang Madrigal Business Park, engaging you with CEO talks, community mind, feature shops, and the variety of them. Talk.Shop.Asia Power Network. Power drop your network here to talk. Until next Saturday, 3 p.m. here on Big Media.
Audio Jungle.